people of Flint, Michigan still have water poisoned by lead thanks to the actions and non-action of Governor Rick Snyder. Flint sits right next to the largest supply of fresh water in the world, but because of the ideology that demands all government services be cut, especially for the poor, the town cannot get any of it. This is a real-world example of what it means when the progressives say that austerity measures hurt Americans, and they disproportionately hurt the poor and minorities. Governor of Michigan Rick Snyder has claimed that his office did not know the extent of the problem in Flint until it was too late, but, there's always a but, unearthed emails obtained by the group Progress Michigan show the government knew of a problem. One email sent from the State Department of Technology, Management, and Budget reads, quote, "While the city of Flint states that corrective actions are not necessary, DTMB is in the process of providing a water cooler on each occupied floor positioned near the water fountain so you can choose which water to drink. The coolers will arrive today and be provided as long as the public water does not meet treatment requirements." Translation: government workers were provided their own source of clean drinking water because top levels of Michigan government knew that the water in Flint was corrupted. Just days before this, the city had sent out an advisory stating there were some pollutants in the water, but that it was safe to drink. Progress Michigan's Lonnie Scott said the emails, quote, "blow a hole in the governor's timeline for when they knew or started to have concerns about Flint water. They were helping state employees while telling everyone else that there was nothing to worry about."
And here's another piece of hypocrisy from Michigan. They created this law that said that when cities ran into fiscal trouble, well, by the way, not mentioning that a lot of cities ran into fiscal trouble because of Wall Street's mismanagement and criminality, but when cities ran into fiscal trouble, you could suspend the democratically elected government of that city, and you could replace it with a so-called emergency manager. So to them, a cash flow problem that might make it difficult for the city to pay back its Wall Street creditors, that's an emergency. But water that is poisoning the children of an entire city with damage that will last them a lifetime, water that is unfit to bathe in, much less drink, that's not an emergency to them. That shows what their thinking is. And this is, in a sense, Flint is the ultimate flowering of the ideology of government privatization and of managing to the bottom line. To save $100 a day, you're going to poison. You're going to be so reckless that a group of children wind up poisoned, and so ideological that you refuse to admit it publicly until enormous damage has been done. This should be a rallying cry for the whole country. This is both racial and class and health and financial discrimination. It's a result of an anti-democratic movement we have to fight back against.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but a lot of people have been saying that Rick Snyder should be removed from office because of his reaction to this. I think he should be put in jail, quite frankly.
Well, let's start with his resignation, and I think jails require a trial, and a trial requires an investigation on the part of prosecutors, and I would certainly support that.
That'd be a great place to start.